You're listening to Reckless Creatives, a Pipeline Artists original podcast, where Sadie Dean and Jeanne Bowerman share the candid truth about the challenges and benefits of living life as artists.
Sadie Dean.
Jeannie.
Sadie. I have missed you, and I'm so happy that it's no offense to anyone who wanted to be a guest today.
Or didn't want to be.
Or didn't want to be a guest. You know, sometimes we need just Sadie and Jeannie time. And it's been a really long time.
Too long.
Did you have another kid during this time?
Actually, no.
No.
I have not.
Well, then not that long. Not long enough to make a human.
No.
But life has been absolutely insane for us people, just so you know. We're not trying to avoid having quiet time. But it's been challenging because we've gotten some really great guests. And so we just haven't been able to fit in just some quiet time. Well, is it quiet with it's you and me? I don't think.
No.
No. Inaccurate.
No. I think the last time we spoke on the phone, we said goodbye at least 50 times, and that was about a 2-hour conversation that we didn't expect to have.
Which we should have recorded because our people would have loved it.
Yeah.
The behind the scenes of Sadie and Jeanne. We get a little inappropriate and crazy. No shock to anyone.
50 goodbyes with Sadie and Jeannie.
Yeah. Do you have any big news?
Do I have any big news? Well, kind of. I have some things, but what do you want to start with?
I don't know. Let's start with something fun.
Okay.
Your band.
My band.
And your new album.
My new album.
Is that still appropriate? Is it still an album?
You know what? It is, because we are also doing this on vinyl. It will be available soon to order. As soon as I get it in my hands, we will have it on CDs for those who still have CD players, because people like that and I like it too. We will have t-shirts, which we are making this weekend ourselves. We are doing our own DIY screen printing, which is very exciting.
DIY.
Did I say DIY? DIY. I'm tired.
That too.
Yeah, what else? We were going to have some stickers. Yeah, there are a lot of cool things. The vinyl is going to be really cool. We're going to have in there a 4-panel booklet that has all the lyrics and some behind the scenes photos.
So I can sing with you?
You can sing with us.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
Yeah. So that's dropping July 31st. The album will be available for sure digitally. I have CDs somewhere. Well, I could go grab one. I could show it to you. And then vinyl will hopefully be in my hands by then too.
Oh my God. Okay. So you want to just, for all you youngins out there, this is how life happens, right? So like when I was in college, that's when this thing called CDs just came out. And I used to have a gigantic album collection. And then I ended up getting rid of them, giving them all to the Goodwill. Like, exactly. Because who's going to ever play these things? Like, nobody wants these things. And now apparently no one wants CDs, and they're all going back to LPs. So if you still have a flip phone, you might want to save that. Because I think they're coming back too.
I would take a flip phone. Sometimes I'm a little overwhelmed or just upset with just having this phone all the time. But there is something to be said about physical media. Yeah. Especially in this day and age with streaming and what you own, don't own, and never knowing who's going to lose their license. And then you don't own that movie that you just spent $20 on to buy and have on your Amazon account or wherever it may be, because it just vanishes. And now you're out $20.
Also, I will state from experience, from the woman who didn't have internet for 10 days. You can't access some of that crap. Like we only watch streaming, so we couldn't watch anything. We almost killed each other. I wrote a whole article about it. Don't worry, I'm not in jail, but I came really close. And
I think we only have 5 minutes left on this call, Jeannie.
Yeah, the prison guard's gonna come get me.
I heard clicking.
clicking the keys dangling on their belt. I'm like, but you know what? In jail, they have internet. They have iPads.
They probably
Like,
have physical media too.
they do. I'm sure they do. So
Yeah.
this is why I did read a book on Kindle while we had no internet, but I agree with you. Physical media is great. I really do regret getting rid of my albums. I have deep, deep regrets about doing that, but it's too late and I'm moving on. I'm not, but I still have my stereo system.
That's
And
good.
it was a really good one too.
Yeah.
I think it's in the barn.
Go get it. Go get it because you're gonna have to listen to this album.
Your album on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
While I wear my t-shirt and read my lyrics book and sing loudly.
That's right. That's right. Let me get the CD on. I had to hide them from my daughter because she was getting into the box and pulling them out, but here it is. It's a real CD.
I love it. That is so awesome. So you did make a baby.
I did.
You did.
I did.
You made a baby.
I made a baby. The best baby.
You know who else is making a baby?
Who?
My girl.
Yeah. So do I start referring to you as...
Shut up. Shut up. We are not using the G word here. Zip it.
Elder?
I am a mother once removed.
Okay.
Okay? Let's just leave it at that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to be called grandma. That's not happening. Not one bit. I hope my daughter's okay with me saying this. She must be because she announced it. So I think it's fine. All we wish for is a healthy little nugget.
Yes.
And yeah, and that's it. It's been a very exciting, crazy time. When something happens in my world that just shakes it all up, which has been constant.
Yeah.
Constant. Like I will not bore all of you with these crazy things that have happened in my life since the spring, the last few months. But literally it's been putting out one fire after another. And every time I think, okay, now I can take a breath, then another catastrophe comes along, or something joyous that just takes a ton of attention. But not having internet for 10 days is really was very cruel. Like, I think I'm going to charge the internet service provider for all the money I lost from not being able to work.
I mean, that's
fair, right?
Yeah.
And you know what they had the audacity to do in the middle of this? Charge me for my next month's service. I was like, look, you little fuckers. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah.
I would call them up, but nobody responds. So
they're scared.
Yeah, they were finally supposed to show up on Friday, and they actually called me for the first time. And after the 10 days, that no one ever called me. I had to keep calling them. They called me for the first time, said they're going to come. Great. They never showed up. So the next day, I got a different internet service provider to hook me up on Saturday. And then guess what happened yesterday? They showed up. And I said, look, you see that other line there? And he goes, yeah, you got Spectrum, didn't you? And I'm like, yeah, I did.
Yeah. Bye.
But I want you to hook it up anyway. So he was great. It's not his fault. There's so many things happening now in the world that are in the arts world, but also in corporate world. Like there's so many like small community banks being bought out by bigger things. Mm-hmm. All the screenwriting, think about all those screenwriting businesses that used to be all being bought out and gobbled by each other. And then when that happens, it's just not the same. Like you don't get that same like personal, okay, I'm going to talk about another thing that happened that's really, really, really sad. Dave Trottier, Dr. Format, who literally, and if you don't know who he is, shame on you, listener. He literally was in the very first Script Magazine snail mail email newsletter that went out. That's how long he's been with Script, since the very, very beginning. Bill Martell has been there pretty much since then too.
Yeah.
Right. And maybe Ray Morton, or maybe Ray was after them, but those three were like the rock solid Script Mag people.
Yeah.
I just found out today that Dave passed away in March.
Yeah.
He was just the most generous and nicest person, but like there was no, and I know, he wasn't active on social anymore and hadn't been for a little while. But like, how can the industry miss that? Like, how could I'm going to write up a piece in his honor because I just loved him, and I know you did too, Sadie. Just the kindest,
soul.
sweetest man.
Yeah, and so giving
this
to
is
the screenwriting community, just the best. Yeah, I am guilty also of totally missing his passing. I was aware of that he was very sick and that it was imminent, but I didn't realize it was that soon because he had messaged me in March to let me know, and I didn't know it was literally weeks, if not days later, which is totally heartbreaking.
I know. And if you guys don't know who we're talking about, I don't mean to be a bitch about saying you should know. He wrote the book that probably every screenwriter gets, like right out of the gate, the Screenwriter's Bible. And he used to have a Dr. Format column in the print magazine of Script. And I would rip that out, put it in a folder, like because he didn't have a format book yet. He only had the Screenwriter's Bible. Yeah. But he does have formatting books, like Dr. Format Tells All. Like those were always books that were within my reach. And then he would update them. Like, so when text messaging became a thing, he would update the book to show you how to format a text message. Like, you know, he really tried to stay up with technology and formatting. And he's just rock solid, salt of the earth guy who will be greatly, greatly missed in this community. And Dave, if you can hear us, because you know I believe in ghosts and spirits.
Yes.
We love you, Dave.
Yeah, we love you, Dave. One in a million.
We should probably switch to happy news.
All right, what do you got?
I'm trying. I'm trying. Nothing makes me happier than my daughter's baby, but you know.
Yeah.
First of all, people, it should be very obvious to you by now that Sadie and I had no official plan for this podcast of what we're going to talk about. We're just rolling. But I was starting to like look at my life because I don't know if I talked about this on Reckless. I was having all these heart problems. But I'm fine. I had a million tests. And the conclusion was, as I sat there with my cardiologist, tell me about your life, Jeanne. I literally just started laughing when he asked me that question. So I'm telling him all about my job, cemetery, antique shop, running a beach, running Airbnb, couple podcasts, blah, 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 dog, marriage, kids. And he was like, okay, literally just shut up. All that stuff you listed, you got to cut some of that out. What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
Yeah, what are you going to do?
So I did. I changed my store hours to just being open Friday and Saturday, but I stay longer, but it's made such a big difference. But then I started thinking to myself, the changes I really need to make, not just changing my store hours. And actually, we're doing great. We're doing better than we were doing before, just being open 2 days. I'm focused. It's so much better. And I have more time for pipeline work, which is super important to me because I love, love, love my job at Pipeline. I don't even think of it as a job. It's like, I feel like I'm in service to the writing community and I love it. I started thinking about what do I really, really want though? Like, you know, when you're carrying around one of those cardio mobiles everywhere you go to take your EKG, it kind of reminds you what you really want to do, you know?
Yeah.
So I thought there's 2 things in my life that I've greatly neglected. One is my health and exercise and all that stuff. And the other is my writing time.
Yeah.
So, oh my God. I have tried all of those different workouts. I used to just be a runner and just go out, run, come back, be done. But I got plantar fasciitis in my foot, so I can't run right now. See what I mean? Like this has just been a really weird year. So that's healing. But I did find this incredible workout app, which I have tried all these different things before and never stuck with it. Like never. This girl is hysterical. She is my kind of girl. Madeline Raskin. I think that's how you pronounce her last name. Her app is called the Studio Era. I get no kickbacks from this. So this is not a plug for anything. I'm just telling you it's worked for me. She explains, and she has a YouTube channel. Go look at it. I'll put it in the show notes. Okay. She explains nutrition, food, exercise, like you're 5. And I was like, how am I this age and didn't understand all this stuff? It is amazing. Like, and I enjoy it. And she's funny and she swears and she's like a real, genuine person. And the reason I say this is because now I'm in a routine and I've been doing it. I think I'm now like pushing 12 weeks that I have been
Wow.
consistently working out. So I'm in. Like,
Yeah.
this is the only thing that has ever worked for me because
Yeah.
it's not, and she has these like quick and dirty workouts that are just 30 minutes. Who can't do that with like some hand weights? Do it at home. You don't have to go to the gym.
Mhm.
It's like so easy. Anyway, why I'm attracted to her is this authenticity about her, which is the same thing why people are attracted to certain writers and stories and
Mhm.
content. Because
Mhm.
when people are really authentic and shows, if it's being led by somebody, and even stores, when you go shopping in a store, if you know
Yeah.
the shopkeep and they're like a really fun, authentic person, you want to
Yeah.
just pop in and say hi, and then maybe you might buy something.
Yeah.
It's so important for people to take care of themselves, but also, just in the bigger picture, be like a really authentic, fun person. So then I figured if I could get into an exercise routine, now I have to get into a writing routine.
Yes.
So I wrote an article, posted up, did write an article. I interviewed somebody for our other podcast, The Story Will Save You, and I'm going to be editing it. So I'll put that up because we had this conversation kind of too. But a lot of our reckless people don't listen to that podcast because that's more of a publishing podcast. So I want to just give you this tip that she said. One of her friends swears by this, that they only strive to write 12 minutes a day, not like 10 minutes, 15, but 12 minutes a day, because most of the time that 12 minutes will be longer. But even if you only have 12 minutes, you jumped back into the story and then it's still in your head the rest of the day. And we've talked about this kind of concept
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing. Okay, I'm taking too much time, but I promise I'm going to let you talk.
Okay.
If I just don't say it, I'll forget. One thing I did notice about getting into routine, when I was doing this first workout challenge with her, the first workout challenge with Madeline was 8 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And in the first couple of weeks, I was like, yeah, this is great. This is great. Yeah, minute. And then like week 4, I was like, ugh, it's a pain in the ass. I just want to eat that big bowl of ice cream. Like week 4, I found to be just hard.
Yeah.
But I kept with it. And then once you got past that hump, then I was fine. I was in. So I am going to take that same philosophy and lesson from that into my writing routine, that like 1 month isn't enough to develop a pattern. It's just not for me.
No. Yeah.
I mean, how long does it take you to get into a routine of something?
Oh, well, it's different now. It's a little harder with having
Yeah.
a little, but I mean, yeah, it takes what, maybe a month and a half just to accept it because you do have that block where you're like, I don't really want to do this anymore. Really? It's hard.
Yeah.
It's not. And then you push through and you're like, oh, that wasn't so bad. And then you look forward to it. Yeah, it takes a while for it to stick, but once it does, it's nice.
I mean,
But
like with your writing, like with the baby, have you been able to get back into like a writing routine?
no. But I've also honestly haven't made the time for it.
Well,
It
you're working on your music.
I'm working on the music, and
You
that's
made
been,
time for that.
yeah, that's been the big priority because we have a big show coming up, and I want to be in tip-top shape for that. But also, I've been working out again because I need to be in shape to play this show because it's a lot of work to play a show.
Mm-hmm.
Been at least, 3, 4 days a week trying to work out.
Something that people don't think about with musicians, like when you go to a concert, I mean, I guess you kind of think about it, how they're all over the stage or whatever, but you're not
Yeah.
really thinking they probably also train.
Yeah, well, it's like I think it was Taylor Swift who was running on a treadmill and singing for her whole concert so she'd be in shape to do that crazy tour she did.
Oh
And you're
my
like, yeah,
God.
you're literally running a marathon to put on the show. And if you're singing live like she does, not lip syncing, that's a lot of work.
Or was she running on the treadmill to get ready for a wedding?
Maybe both. Maybe both. But yeah, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. But I do plan on getting back into the writing side of things again soon after the show.
Well, and you might have some more time.
Might have some more time. Yeah, it's a bit of sad news, but there is a silver lining in it. My last day at Script magazine is coming. the end of this July. Unfortunately, the powers that be at the corporate company have decided to eliminate the position, and the future of script is definitely unknown at this time, at least for me. But I'm hoping it will live on in some capacity. I don't know, but it's been really heartbreaking. And when I found out, I was devastated, and I sent out an email the other day to all my writers and publicists, and that was definitely the hardest email to write. And the words back of encouragement and just kind words has been something to really, I don't know, soothe the wounds. But it's been a good run.
I can feel that pain because when I left script, a little different because was my choice. It wasn't thrust upon me, but it was very hard because it's a beloved institution and magazine and an honor to have been at the helm. And you've done an incredible, incredible job. I mean, I was looking at the site this morning, actually. You've done some killer interviews. I mean, just really, there's no other person I would have wanted to hand it over to when I left than you. And you really did the magazine proud and the founders proud of the magazine. And I'm sure Shelley was thrilled to have you there.
Yeah. Thank you, Jeannie. Yeah. It's I definitely got to meet some really cool people.
Yeah.
Through the writers that I had the honor of working with and overseeing them, but also just the filmmakers I got to talk to. And I've forged some really cool friendships out of that too. And even the publicists have been just the kindest people. And, a lot of those interviews that I did on script with that kind of talent, we should be expecting to see some of that roll over to Reckless, which is really cool. So
woohoo!
Be prepared, everyone. It's going to be really fun.
Yeah, we're going to have some good ones. And, there's always a silver lining.
There is. Yeah. I don't know right now what the next thing is for me, but I'm optimistic.
Well, I'm optimistic that somebody's listening to this and they're going to be like, oh my God, Sadie Dean's available. I'm going to call her. You can follow her on Instagram. Her handle is in our show notes. You can reach out to her, slip into her DMs.
Yep. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. But,
and it's an interesting place to be too, because we've often talked about how great our jobs are because we could, in the day world, be still with all these creatives. So it's going to be the figuring out how do you still scratch that creative itch, but still put food on the table, health insurance, and all that. But my prediction, can I give you my prediction?
Sure.
You're going to find a great job. You be like a great project manager or something like that, something that's like not even in the space.
Yeah.
And that you are going to realize, oh my God, I'm doing a job, working less hours, making more money and getting great benefits. And I now have even more time to write.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's my prediction.
I hope it comes true. All of it.
Oh, well, I just said it. So it's going to. We put it out there in the universe, Sadie. We put it in the universe.
Yeah. I'm definitely going to miss scripts and, again, my writers. There's some really, really, really cool people that I hope find a new home somewhere. Wink, wink.
Wink, wink. Oh, they will.
Yeah. There's really, really good ones there.
But rest assured, though, when I left, I still stayed in touch with a lot of people. A lot of the contributors who I really loved. And then some of them have slipped away, but just not because of any other reason than we're all just busy.
Yeah.
But I got a message from one of them that I hadn't talked to in ages the other day. Just like, hey, just checking in. How you doing? I mean, people, they still feel this connection. And
yeah. Well, that goes back to what you're talking about, the authenticity of the one-on-one or the people who are behind the scenes running things. It does matter. And I think, when you handed script over to me, you had that, and I tried to carry that on and have that, like, we are real people writing things, conducting interviews, writing about the business and the craft of screenwriting. And thanks to all the readers who stuck around and took some gems out of that too.
And that's what made your interview so good. Also, because you are a writer. So those are the kinds of people who are the best people to interview, filmmakers and screenwriters, because you get it. You get the world.
Yeah.
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 So all you PR people, you can send your request to me too. We have pipeline
Yeah.
artists.
We got a really cool one so far that came in yesterday since the announcement. So I'm very excited for more of those to come through.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So look forward to that. So that's a silver lining. You guys can look forward to some great interviews and podcasts here, and hopefully they won't be afraid to come on. Well, we could use Tom Harp as a reference.
Tom is okay, talking about good people.
Yeah. Let's talk about good people.
Tom is one of those good people. And I had the joy of catching up with him recently, and there's people that you're like, I just want you to succeed and keep doing what you're doing. And like, what can I do? What can I do? I don't have much, but what can I do for you? And
yep.
Yeah, guys, you got to follow him on social media, follow what he's doing and support him and all the other filmmakers, indie filmmakers out there. But yeah, he's a good one.
He is. And I'll put a link to his episode in the show notes if anybody missed it. And also, so you got to meet Tom Harp in person, and I was hanging out with Ali Flero the other day. So, I mean, we do connect with these people, but I still want to get Tom and Ali together because I think those two would love each other.
I think
so. Let's do matchmaking.
We will. Yes, creative matchmaking.
Yes, reckless matchmaking. That might be our next podcast. Reckless.
Yeah.
Oh, you could do that. You could start a whole reckless line of products and business. Sadie, that's your new job. We can't pay you, but that's you.
Great. I'm in.
Well, remember, we might get the van if we do $100,000.
I thought it was 10,000, and we've surpassed that.
No, I think he made it 100,000. Oh. He's going to get us a picture of a van. Okay. AI generated.
No, thank you.
No, thank you. We
can't afford the insurance on another vehicle. Let's just be realistic.
No, that's not happening.
Yeah.
In California or New York. Like, that's not happening.
Yeah.
Probably the two worst states for affordability.
We can still dream about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
I want to go back to you, Jeannie. So when you were talking to your doctor and he was like, you got to cut stuff out from the fat.
Yeah.
What else are you cutting from your workload? I heard you just cut down on your hours. You cut back on hours in your store. Like, well, what else? Like, you got to make more time for you. What's going on?
I don't know how I'm going to stay alive. The struggle is real, Sadie.
Yeah.
Well, because okay, how do I cut back hours on the cemetery? Like the cemetery, somebody dies, they die. I got to get on it. I got to bury them. Yeah. Did I tell you guys a story about, I'm just going to tell a story and I apologize if I'm repeating it, but this is a perfect example of my life. I came home from the store, and now remember the store is open late now till 6. So my husband was already home from work.
Yeah.
And I come walking in the back door, he's in the living room. But when I drove in, I saw these packages on the front porch, and I always buy a lot of stuff for the store, stuff's coming in, inventory supplies, whatever. So I walked to the front door and I open it up and I immediately slammed the door shut. And he goes, "What?" And I said, "There are 5 dead bodies on my porch."
Oh, like ashes?
5 boxes of cremated remains that got mailed to me from California. See, no wonder I have heart problems. I wish you guys could see Sadie's face. Her jaw is dropped. Her eyes are bugged out.
But why are they sending it to you and not to, is there not a funeral home, or you are the funeral home? Oh my God, Jeannie.
Because this is the crazy thing, okay? Some of this shit could just, if anyone, feel free to take these stories and implement them into your work, because it's a little old cemetery and we have all these Revolutionary War soldiers and Civil War soldiers and all this stuff, but it is still an active cemetery, but it's small. It's only 4 acres. It's not some big, huge cemetery, but I still sell plots and we still bury people. So there was this woman who died, I think in the 80s. Her daughter or something, I think her daughter moved to California. So then but her daughter apparently had promised her mother that when she died, she would be buried with her mother. So
she sent herself back?
she sent not only, so the family knew this, and the family collected all these, as people died over the years, they were hanging on to their mother for decades before. And then, so once the last person in this immediate family died, they wanted them all buried here. So they shipped them all back. This is not proprietary information. I'm not telling you anyone's name, but he was going to like have one family member mail, because I said you can mail them. Like if you're going to go on the plane, you have just this people should know that I didn't know before. So if anyone's writing a story that has to do with cremated remains and dead bodies, like these are the kind of funky things that like you have to have like special permission to bring ashes onto a plane. Like you have to get clearance for it or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can just send them in the mail. And they just, but they have to put these big like stamps or labels on them saying like human remains on the boxes, right? That's why I knew what they were right away, because it had it stamped all over the boxes. And so he was going to mail them to a brother, like in Pennsylvania. And then he was going to drive them up. And I was the one who said, just mail them to me. Like, that's silly. Mm-hmm. Like, just send them right to me. So then I took pictures along the way and showed them, oh, your family got here. I tried to keep it really. Yeah.
Are they antiques? Could you sell them in your store?
No. This is another little tidbit nobody ever cared to know. So many people have tuned out, Sadie. They're out.
Yeah, they're done.
They're done. They're out. But you have to send like cremated, like certificate to prove the cremation and the state that they were cremated in and stuff. So then we had the boxes and the certificates, and we're trying to match them up and make sure we have everything. And so we know who's in what grave. Oh my God.
Lot. Do you have an assistant or someone that's working with you to handle?
Oh yeah. There's a guy, it's me and this guy. And there's a board, but the board is really more just like a perfunctory kind of thing. But we do all the day-to-day stuff. And he's the, what do they call him? Superintendent, I think. And then I'm the secretary treasurer. And so he does the things like, he'll dig a hole.
Jeez.
But we also have a separate grave digger too.
Yeah.
But that comes in spurts. People tend to we had a whole bunch this spring, which we don't normally have. Like we normally have maybe 3 to 5 a year. So it's not like a big thing, a lot of people. I mean, this one group was 5, they
were saving them up. So,
but there are times when I have an Airbnb guest or a member of our beach that I run that I kind of wish I could put in the cemetery. I almost crawled in a grave when I had no internet. I mean, it's just, it can be convenient sometimes to run a cemetery, right?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
It's like the other side of 6 feet under. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. And if anyone, can you hear that?
I just heard her bark earlier, but that's fine.
But now she's not. Okay. I think it must be a package. Oh my God, maybe it's another dead person.
More ashes.
Return to sender.
Well, this isn't good because you're not trimming more fat to make more time.
I don't know how to though. Like I really don't.
Well, I guess in our next podcast, we will have come up with some ideas what we can do to help you trim the fat.
I am trimming the fat. I'm working out.
Well, other than that.
It's fine. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. 12 minutes a day. I'm going to write 12 minutes a day because then that gets you to your happy place. Because maybe it's not so much, okay, I'll just talk to all the busy people out there. Maybe it's not so much about trimming the fat, all that stuff, but maybe it's about just finding whatever little time you can find to do the thing that you love. And because then that joy and the endorphins that come to you and all that stuff that comes to you when you're doing it follows you throughout the rest of the day. And it's really more about managing your stress. And you get more stressed when you're not able to do the thing you love. And then you get more resentful, which makes you more stressed. And that's where you're in a not healthy place. So if you can find, I'm going to try this. I'm going to be the guinea pig, 12 minutes a day, and I will report back. I wish there was. Is there such a thing? Maybe there is. Listeners, please tell me if there is. At me on X or Instagram, whatever. I think one of the reasons that I'm loving the working out routine is because there's an app and you track it and you hit the little thing saying I finished it. You hit the
thing.
Yeah, you hit a little thing that says how many steps I did today, and but if there was an app that was like, okay, it's Tuesday. This is your writing practice for today. You're going to write a scene or you're going to do it. Like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
if somebody created some kind of an app that was like an accountability thing for writers, just like there is ones for like there are ones for other things.
I don't think it's an app. Doesn't Final Draft in the latest version, don't they have like a accountability tracker accomplishment thing? I don't know. I'm not on the latest version.
I'm
Still
writing a
on.
novel, so
So you don't, I
I'm
don't,
not writing that on Final Draft, but I think
that is a good
Scrivener
idea.
has like a goal thing.
Yeah.
I think Scrivener does have a goal thing. I'm gonna look at that. I'm gonna look that up because I think something like that, just to trick your mind.
Yeah.
I'm competitive. I'm such a competitive bitch. Like
Yeah. It's a good idea.
right?
Yeah.
So all you tech people out there, somebody create an app to develop a writing routine or any kind of creative routine. I would advise doing it beyond writing because then you can sell it to different people, not
Yeah.
just writers.
But because you came up with this idea, you have to name it Genie. That's the app. Do you use that app, Genie?
Do you use that app, Competitive Bitch?
I'm on the Genie app right now.
Oh my God. I need an app, JVB app.
Yeah,
And all you have to do for this great idea is just give me the app for free. That's it.
that's it.
You can make all the money off of it.
That's great.
I would use that app all day long.
You would.
I would. You
You
could
would.
even make it all about different projects. Like it could not just be it could be a project accountability app.
Yeah,
There has to be something like that exists.
there has to be. But is it good? We don't know.
Probably just like the only thing I've ever seen with stuff like that are like those planners.
Yeah, and those we
They just
use
don't do
those.
it for me.
They're good enough, but not for what you're pitching here.
And then I do stuff. Do any of you do this? I'd be curious to know if any of our listeners do this. I do this shit. Oh my God. I know what's going to save me. I'm going to get a planner and I'm going to like get the planner and all the markers and do it.
Yeah.
And then it's just sitting there, just sitting. You know what it collects? It just collects like receipts and it's just sitting there. Or I'm like, all that I need is this tablet. If I had this tablet, this is what that would make it all the difference. And the
You know what
tablet
you
just
need?
sits.
You just need a
What?
flip phone,
I
some
do.
vinyl, your CD player, and this app,
And a bottle of tequila.
and a bottle of tequila.
Right? Because I will say, when I was disconnected for 10 days, and I just wrote an article about this on Pipeline Artists, and I'll put it in the show notes so you can read it. But spoiler alert, I'm going to tell you the spoiling thing. Absolutely infuriating, as you can all imagine, not
Yeah.
being connected. And also, too, I should add, I live in the country. There's zero cell range at my house.
Right.
So
your internet.
I have to be connected to Wi-Fi. So to just get a text message, I was also very stressed out, worried about my 94-year-old mother who wasn't going to be able to text me. Like I had to walk up the street to get a bar on my phone so I could get a text. I mean, it was 95 degrees out. It was just so frustrating. But at a certain point, I was like, oh, this is like what it was when I grew up. Like we didn't have cell phones. We didn't even have pagers. Like
Yeah.
the parents like kicked you out of the house and said, don't come back until it's dark. Like,
Right.
and you had so much time to just be free of the noise of the world. You know, the internet is just, you realize how much time you waste just doom scrolling, looking at reels before you know it, an hour goes by. I mean, it is so easy to blow an hour.
Yeah.
I would love to know, please share with us. Like when I post this on X or Instagram, wherever we're posting these things all over the place, tag us or just reply to one of our posts about what you do to focus for your writing time. Like, do you use one of those apps that shuts down the internet? Oh my God, I can't even say that out loud after the 10 days I've had. I get PTSD.
It's okay.
Oh, you know what I was thinking about? Because you know how much I love the whiteboard, right? But now it's up on a wall in a room that I don't go into. So have you ever tried one of those? What are they called? They're like a stand that has like a big, huge pad on it There's a name for it. And then you flip the page over and you can write more on the page. It's like a presentation kind of
Oh,
easel, like an
yeah. Yeah.
easel kind of
Yeah.
thing. I think they call them flipboards.
Something like that. Yeah. Hmm.
I could get messy and dirty on that. I need to scribble all over a big wall.
But where would you put it?
Well, that you can just fold up and shove it in a closet. I only need the board in the breaking story stage, like in the figuring it out. Once I figured it out,
Yeah.
then it's all on my laptop and then I'm in it. I really have the story like 95% figured out. But there's a couple things that I'm like, I feel like I'm missing something. For me, it's like I used to paint. I used to do charcoal and watercolor. And so for me, it's sort of like that. It's like,
A tactile thing.
yes, maybe it's the Italian with the hands all over the place
Oh,
that makes, right?
yeah. What if you purchased some dry erase markers, use those on your windows, and some erasable crayons, and you could just write wherever you want?
Have you met my husband?
No, I have not, but I did say goodbye to him earlier.
He came from a home with the biggest neat freaks in the world. Like his aunt used to wash her car every single day, inside and out.
Oh my God.
If I drew on, no.
What about on the outside of the house?
This is so funny. So at our old house, when we were selling it, I had this big dry erase board on it and I had a story like all mapped out and broken down onto this dry erase board. And there's this one section of the structure where it's that moment where you're like, oh, fuck, we're going to need a bigger boat.
Yeah.
Right. So literally that's what I had on there. Big letters. Oh, fuck, bigger boat. Like, and then the realtor was kind of, he's like, Jeanne, could we erase all that? I'm like, no, I can't erase that. That's my story. I worked months on this. I can't erase it. He goes, just maybe take a picture of it and then erase it.
Okay, what if?
I love this. What if? That's going to be the title of this episode. What if?
Same idea, dry erase markers, erasable crayons. Do it in your car.
I just have a little Rav. I mean, what if I did it all over the shower, the glass shower?
Yeah. See, well, that's where you have good ideas. I've mentioned this to my husband.
Shower.
I just need like a marker or something. I could just write something down. Like I'm thinking about, okay, what I need it done. Or if I'm like gonna interview someone, I'm like, okay, I did get prepared. Oh, here's this really great question, and then I get out of the shower. I'm like, now I can't remember what that thing.
Do you have a little notepad next to your bed?
No, I use my notes app, but we did just purchase my daughter erasable crayons for the bath, and I might be borrowing those.
Well, I would like your review on the erasable crayons because there's a lot of things in this world, let me tell you.
Yeah.
False advertising. There are some things supposed to be erasable, whatever. Like even with the whiteboard, you put your markers on there. Well, if you leave your markers on there for too long, you then need to now get out some rubbing alcohol in order to get the shit off. It doesn't just wipe off anymore. Test it first. Be careful.
Yeah. Well, I already know that a real crayon does not erase easily because she's been drawing on my wall next to my desk. But, it's okay.
That's what paint is for.
Yeah. All right.
Clean the wax off really well first before you.
Yeah.
And your landlord's not listening to this. So
yeah. I mean, it's a beautiful piece of art.
Of course it is. She's a little artist.
Yeah, she is. Well, I'm feeling pretty good.
You feeling good?
I'm feeling good.
We have a good therapy session here.
Yeah, I think I want to write, get back at that post album launch and all that. Keep exercising. That's important. And try to find a way for you to trim the fat.
Okay.
That's my goal.
So here's my other question. Are you the kind of person who needs accountability, or are you very self-disciplined? Like once you've figured out a routine, you can just do it. Everybody get out of my face.
It depends. It depends on what it is. So yes and no. More no. More no. More yes. I don't know. It depends. It depends. I'm sure if you asked my husband, he would say like, yeah, she needs accountability because she'll not do the things she's supposed to do. But here's the thing. If it's for me, I'm not going to do it. If it's for someone else, that's my priority. So that's the thing that I have to do, right?
Same.
So that's what I'm working on. And that's like the exercise thing, which you're doing also. It's like, okay, I have to get out there and I have to work out for 30 minutes, an hour. If I have the time, I have to do this because I know that will be a good payoff for the next thing.
Yeah. This is what the next phase of my plan is. Right now I'm working out like every other day. So my plan was if I'm working out, if I'm able to take that time to work out one day, then I should be able to take time to write the next day.
Yeah.
So I will just do one or the other, back and forth.
Good. I've been doing also because I'm so very behind on reading, especially all my magazine subscriptions or just the one or two really. So while I'm working out in between sets, I'm just reading my magazine and I'm getting through it. So that's,
there you go.
2 for 1.
Multitasking. And I listen to, when I walk the dog, I listen to audiobooks.
There you go. But you know what? I am very curious to hear from our listeners of what they do to focus and how they make that time, because you never know. It'll definitely inspire us, because I know we will try everything, almost everything, and it might inspire some other people too.
We might fail at it, but we'll try.
We will definitely fail, but we will try.
Yeah. This is the other thing when like working out, some of the things that Maddie says when she's working out applies so much to writers and mindset. It's all about mindset. Like she'll say stuff like the hardest thing is coming to the mat. Once you commit that I am going there, I got my clothes on, I rolled my mat out, I'm going. It's the same thing with writing. Once you commit, here's the difference though. And this is, I think, the trick. When you come to the mat to work out, that's all you can do there is work out. That's it. You've got no other thing that you can do there. But when you come to your laptop to write, there's a million other things you can do. Check email, check social, check, that I think is my struggle. I come there, I open it up and I'm like, oh, I'm just going to do this first. I'm just going to send this one email for work.
You need that flipboard.
I might need
or just get some notebooks and just start writing again in your notebooks. Because I know you do that too.
I was actually thinking, I might drag out one of my old laptops and just don't have anything on there, like no Chrome, no Safari, no whatever. And literally just have like clear the whole thing out and just have like Word, Scrivener.
Isn't there a
whatever
typewriter that isn't connected to anything? I don't know how it works, but I know a few writers who have this thing and they
free write.
Is that what it is? Yeah, and they seem to enjoy.
I don't think I could do that.
No. Okay.
I don't, because it just shows this tiny little part of what I don't think I could do that. But what I am going to do, oh my God, I've got to find it. I saw a post. I actually posted about it. I think maybe on Threads. I want to properly credit this person. He did a video about the zero draft. And this is what I need to do. So this writer, Sean David Robinson, was on the podcast, The Shit No One Tells You About Writing. And if you go to my Threads account, which is JeannieVB_, you'll see it in there. And I'll put a link to it in the show notes too. It's a fantastic video. It's a whole bunch of stuff from the episode, but there's a section of this post on their Substack that talks about the zero draft. And it's just a great, and I've heard somebody else that we interviewed talked about this too on the Story Will Save You podcast about how they get their first draft out. Their first draft is really more like a treatment. Right. It's just like
getting it out.
Here's what is going to happen in this chapter. Yeah. Here's the conflict in this chapter. And then next chapter, here's the conflict I'm going to do there. This is the ideas, maybe these characters, a couple lines of dialogue, if you can think of them off the top of your head. And then you just keep moving, because it's a little better than just a detailed outline, because you're still allowing yourself, by diving into it just a little bit more than just a single line, you're allowing yourself to discover the character, to discover more about stuff, so that you're going to start then sitting down and writing draft one from a more complete place, like a better understanding of the story, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Am I explaining that right?
Yeah, that's an interesting way to go about it, because I feel like you're bringing yourself up of those constraints of like you've built that box around yourself, and now you have to stick to that, and you kind of get scared that if you go off that trail, you won't find your way back, but really you will. But it's like this weird mind thing you have to play with yourself. I like that. Now, do you go back and edit, or are you just going forward? You don't go back until you're like, okay, I'm done with this first draft, and now I can go back and edit.
You just go forward, because you're not getting stuck at line level. You're not. And the other thing he was saying that is then you're not killing darlings. There's nothing
Right.
darling about this because
Right,
it's
right, right.
shit.
Right.
It's total shit. So you're
Right.
not going to try to save it,
Right.
you know? So you just vomit out whatever it is you're thinking about for that chapter, and then you move on to the next chapter. And I've kind of done a lot of that already. So
Yeah.
now I want to just like put it into my Scrivener, like take what I've already done and like put into it and then just kind of add to it. And because I think once I get all of that out of a notebook and into the Scrivener, or for any program anybody's using, Final Draft, whatever you're doing, then it's easier because then you're like, oh, here's my next scene that I'm going to write, and oh, I already have a few things in here, so you're never looking at a blank page.
Yeah.
And then you make it pretty. Like after you get done with it, then you go through it and read it and be like, oh yeah, I can get rid of this and get rid of that. I can move that thing that happens in chapter 18 over to chapter 8. Gives you a little bit more wiggle room creatively than a structured outline.
Yeah. I like this. I like this a lot.
And I'm probably going to learn some new things tomorrow night, which this will not be edited in time. So this will be an on demand by the time you guys hear it. Symposium. We have a symposium called the Plot Wheel. It's for screenwriters and novelists about plot. And then she's doing one next week about...
Who's teaching this one?
Fort Stevens. She's great. She's doing one on July 22nd called Commercially Driven Decisions, Being Intentional with Story Choices.
Interesting.
And then I didn't intend for this to be a symposium commercial, but here we are. And what else? And then July 29th. So we're in July of 2026. July 29th, Tom Vaughn, who's amazing instructor and man, such a great guy. He's teaching one about in screenwriting essentials, improving the read. I mean, this term, Sadie, you want to make something a fast read. You want to make it like, that's what he's going to be teaching, which I think is super, super, super important.
Yeah.
This will be edited by then, so you can see that. And then the very next day is Sadie's last day at Script Magazine. I know, we're all going to cry. So you know what you need to do, everyone? You need to go binge read all of Sadie's interviews and my Balls of Steel column. Feel free to binge read those.
Yeah. And really just everything on there that you can get access to. Good. All of our free downloads that Jeannie put up there before I came on board. There's some really great stuff there. All of the contributors who've worked so hard and who are so passionate and are passionate about what they do. And they have a lot of great stuff up there too. And it's worth looking at, reading, digesting, take it all in, and save it however you can.
Yeah. I mean, I have all my Balls articles.
Well,
I took my Balls and I went home.
It's sad, but it's good things ahead. But
you know what? Let's also I'm all about spinning to the positive.
Yeah.
Let's also just remember with great pride and joy how much that magazine brought to this community over the years. Like my favorite, we should probably end this podcast talking about our favorite things about Script Magazine. Yes. My favorite things were always the writers on writing. Yeah. And also from script to screen. Mm-hmm. Those were my favorites. In the print magazine, it was hard to keep those going and when we were just online, but in print, those were great.
Yeah. My favorites, that's a tough one. I was just going through a bunch of emails yesterday as I was reaching out to everyone, and there's just, it's talents. Like I love everyone. They're all my favorite. Everyone's my favorite. And there's people.
What about me, Sadie? This was a test.
You are my favorite. No, you are. And I think of people like Tom Stemple, like his understanding screen.
Oh yeah.
He's hilarious. Just everything, right? Yes. And you don't have to agree with everything he puts in there because it's his own point of view on things. But you're just like, yeah, I did learn something from this in your explanation of this movie, or I didn't. I'm disagreeing with you, and we can have a total legit discourse about it. And he's great. And there's people's interviews that I just absolutely loved, just like Brian Young. He's just like that geek that you love. You're just like, I get to have my interview.
Oh, I love Brian
stuff, and he's phenomenal. And the thing I also loved about Script was just getting the opportunity to interview screenwriters who the first thing they say to you when you sign on to say hi, they're like, "This is a dream come true. I've been reading Script since day one, and like how cool that I get to now have an interview in the magazine,
Yep.
you know?
Yep.
And that's so cool. And it's, writers all over who are huge blockbuster writers to those who are like super indie. And it just shows you how important this magazine has been over the last 30 plus years, which is pretty cool. So
yeah,
there won't be another one like it, but
there shouldn't be another one like it. Like anybody out there, I mean, even with Pipeline Artists, I mean, we didn't try to make it Script Magazine. Like it's everything is different because you can't replicate something like that. It's got such legacy and such history. And I also loved things I loved was obviously Dave's Dr. Format column, but I loved it when I had contributors who disagreed with each other. So somebody I remember there was one time it was Danny Manis and I don't know who else was the other writer. They had two completely different viewpoints on whether you should ever option your work for free. And so that was like this fabulous debate. Like one of them did the article first and then the other one did a rebuttal article. And I loved it. I was like, I loved it when they disagreed with each other because it just shows, I mean, there's no one way that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that too. Yeah.
And of course, Danny was disagreeing.
Danny, yeah. But he said good stuff too. He
does. He had some great articles.
Yeah. Another favorite, Bill Martell, like Script Secrets.
Oh,
I always got something out of those. Another funny guy. There's just so many great ones, I'll miss.
But I believe very much that there's like, not the whole thing, like there's a reason for everything or whatever, but like I'm thinking about this not so much about Script Magazine because that's up to the company. That's a corporate decision. That's never an emotional decision. It's always just dollar and cents. So that's fine. Everybody understands that. But for you, I felt like I was scared to leave Script because it was so much a part of my identity.
Yeah.
I mean, I was there for almost 10 years. I was there for 10 years, counting when I was writing before I was the editor in chief. But when I got the opportunity at Pipeline, I wanted a new challenge. And I don't think I would have left Script if Pipeline hadn't opened this door for me. Yeah. So, and I know for you, I know how hard it is to leave Script. And I think for you, this is going to open a door to something else. And right now, it's kind of perfect timing because right now, as soon as you're done, you can be promoting your album. You could be working on that, doing shows. I mean, like kind of perfect.
It's all working out and I have another great joy, which is hanging out at home even more with my little one. So
with your baby.
Yeah, it's a win-win. I mean, not having health insurance and money.
Little things like
but
that.
But we'll figure it out.
No slipping in the shower while you're writing on the walls.
I don't want Rob to send my ashes to you.
Yeah. If you do croak, you know where to go.
Yeah.
I'll give you a discount. Give you the Reckless Creatives discount.
Thanks.
What's it going to take to put you in a plot today, Sadie D?
No, this is great. I'm glad that we got to have our one-on-one. It's been a while.
Yeah.
But we have some really cool interviews coming up in the future, which I'm excited about.
Yep. And we're just going to tease you with that. And we're not going to tell you what we have. And you want to know why? Because we don't know.
Well, as we were sitting here, I've been getting emails. So
woohoo!
The floodgates have been opened. We have that going for us.
We do. We have so much going for us.
Yeah.
Did we bore everyone?
I think so. I hope so.
Knock, knock. Is anyone still here?
Reckless Creatives is a Pipeline Artist original podcast. Like, subscribe, and follow us on social media at Pipeline Artists. And find more info at pipelineartists.com/listen. Until next time, stay reckless.